The more you farm, it seems like the more stressful. And somebody said, well, how'd you sleep last night? And I said, slept really good, slept like a baby. Woke up every 2 hours crying. Well, I didn't want to be a farmer. When I was 15 or so, I made my mind up I wasn't going to farm. And then went to work for the State Highway Department. Started mowing bar ditches. And I found out pretty quick I didn't want to do that the rest of my life. So my dad said, you know what, let's just do cattle together. Yeah, my dad is 80 years old, and he's been in the cattle business since he was a kid, you know. He's been around horses. He was riding horses when he was 2 years old, and he's had at least 100 head of cattle since I can remember. I never did get to the cattle part. He went by this one farm, he goes, hey, would you like to rent that? And I said, yeah, I think I might. So I was 18 years old. So now I'm 50 and been farming ever since. It's kind of like a marriage to a farm. It takes a long time to get to know your wife, and it takes a long time to really get to know your farm, where its good spots are, where its weak spots are. I farm cotton, peanuts, and wheat. Out of 500 acres, all the acres are different. My first farm note was $35,000 for the whole year. I mean, $35,000 for the whole year. We can't even get through a month of bills at 35 right now. I have 2 employees that work for me, and they have, one of them has 5 kids, one of them has 4 kids. You know, my farmhands are truly family to me. I mean, and they work just as hard for me as they would themselves. So I'm not only responsible for my family, I'm responsible for their family being fed and taken care of.
They say, like, when, you know, childbirth, you forget how hard it is, and or you wouldn't have another one. But it's like each year we forget, you know, how hard the year before was, and you know, you just start all over again. I mean, yes, we live a really good life, and we're very blessed and you know, fortunate. And some years are hard. Most years are hard.
Future in farming right now it's scary, and I'm 50 years old with a high school education. Nobody wants to hire a 50-year-old with a high school education if you can't make it farming. And I've had 2 or 3 friends within the last 5 years not make it at my age. To keep me going is faith. You know, it's truly faith in God. And it's open and flat and ugly here to a lot of people, but it's home to us. And I love to fly over the crops because the air does not lie. It tells you your good spots and your bad spots. You can be stressed out like crazy and then go jump in an airplane for 30 minutes and you come back and you're a new man. And kind of like riding horses, you know, you just take what God's given you, and it goes straight to your soul. And that's one thing good about farming. You will be dependent upon God to make everything work. I mean, it's kind of like foxholes, you know, there's no atheist in a foxhole. For the future for me in farming right now, I just hope to be able to do it until retirement age, and then keep my land and rent it out to even like some of my farmhands, and let them get on their own and get the enjoyment out of it that I receive. Some of my father's land is 2nd and 3rd generation. I think we take pride in that. You know, we sure don't want to be the ones to lose it.